Hi, and welcome to my update in pitch black Central Texas. It's not pitch black outside yet, but it sure is in the house. Loki and Lyrical have gone off to fetch drinks that will be cold and enjoyable so that it'll improve our moods. And it's not too far to get to places with some power. And the daughter lit the oil lamp because there was still some oil in it. So I need to buy more lamp oil. Although I think there might be a bottle under the sink. But you don't do that while it's lit. We have candles. We have generators. But the generators are very, very heavy. And if the power does happen to be back on by 10:30, we won't need the generator. Although I'm starting to think we need another rig up for the second CPAP. Because Moose and Loki both have machines to keep them breathing all night. What, puppy? What you doing? Yeah, if you hear some background noise besides dogs and traffic, it's neighbor's generator here and another neighbor's generator down the way. The last time we had a really long outage, a lot of people were kind of noticing when Loki got the big gen set out. He put the tailgate of the red truck down so that it would have some shelter. And he rigged up power cables coming into the house. He got that thing going, and we had some power. And if it looks like it's going to be tremendously late, we'll do it again. Although I no longer have to help him with that. We've reached the point that the boys do. Now, something the two of them that have gone off to be uncommunicative at each other while they go to assorted places to get cold drinks have in common is that they both want to build a back deck for the back steps where you go out and take trash out, right? But they want something that will be big enough to be a bit of a doghouse for generator. That way they can leave one set up and ready to go. And then you flip a big switch and you get it going, and you occasionally fill it up. But it would be out of sight. So it would have to be checked on frequently so that it don't walk off. But the idea is you make a little hatch so that you know where to get access to it, and other people don't. It's just something that needs to happen. Because it doesn't do us much good to have the inverter and the small generator and the larger generator if we can't use them. And we do have one deep cycle battery rig up that one bedroom can be run off of. So if he'd been charging it all this time, Loki could plug his phones in, and one of them's for work. He kind of needs it plugged in. And he could plug in his hearing aid charger and his anchor battery and his CPAP. And we need a rig up for Moose's bedroom because he's the other one that's on a CPAP. Moose did not go with them. He's here keeping an eye on us ladies. Oh, I wasn't allowed to tell his good news sooner because he wanted to tell his mama himself. But both of his auditions went well, and he has been accepted to both the musical theater and regular theater classes. Or was it comedy and drama or something? They're both somewhat musical. He had to do 2 musical auditions. And he was accepted for both of them. He was quite jazzed. And he was looking forward to telling his mom. And of course that was when I was there to pick him up. Because his mom was kind of stuck doing something else. I'm hoping that good mood will carry him through the end of the school year. It's getting late. And I have been keeping some screen time going because I've got an Anchor battery. Charges up my phone real nice. We have reached the point that it's cooler outside than it is in the house. Although now, except for the evening glow, which is almost gone, as you can tell from the sky beyond me. I mean, that's west and what's left of the sunset back there. But, there's some things flying around out here. Oh, and Lyrical saw a firefly in the yard. He was thrilled. Did not point out to him that fireflies occur where there's too much growth because somebody didn't weedy the growth down far enough. But I like fireflies, so I'm not complaining too badly. Don't go too far, puppy. I see you. You was a good boy. Yeah, I think we're still overcast. Hello. Yeah, we are overcast, but it is not currently threatening rain. It don't even smell like rain. A few lights here and there where people have generators and stuff. We currently don't have it running, that's all. But they do suck up a lot of gas. So if we have to, we'll be out here. Hoping the power on estimate doesn't go too much later. Oh, my little yard light I have stuck in a flower pot is going over there. I have been in contact with other adults, finally, besides the daughter and the husband. Yeah, puppy, you can come up. Come on. There you go. I was able to reach out on Zello, which is not everyone's first choice, but it does not use all of the signal possibility from your phone. People forget it exists. Move my water so I don't lose it. But to a ham, it's kind of like using single sideband. You know, you're using a tiny portion of the possible signal available. Your phone may show a connection, but not really be able to call or connect to the internet or anything. Zello is a walkie-talkie application that is free. You download it from the Play Store. You can get it for both iPhone and Android phones. And if you have a little bit of signal, you may get through. I had a little bit of signal for a while at the house, and Loki used that little bit of signal to check the Encore outage map. And the last 2 updates we had the first estimate was for the power to already be back on. And then it got pushed back to 7:30-ish. And then it got pushed back again to 10:30 p.m. And currently that's still the estimate. When I'm outside, I get a little more connection with other adults. Some of them are hams, some of them are not. But I didn't want to fumble around in the dark and possibly break an antenna off of my little handy-talkie. Ham radio is for everybody, but you got to pass the test to prove you know the law and won't get in trouble. Or you can be nuts and feral and spend all your free time, every minute of your free time, for a month and a half, studying and take all 3 tests at once and get a top rank, we call it extra in the United States. I don't know what they call it elsewhere. But I went 0 to extra in 1 test session. That means I put my $15 down for the first test, and I just stayed there and passed the next 2 tests. And apparently one of the test proctors had never had somebody pull that trifecta before. And she got all excited. Picked me up bodily, both arms, bear hug. Big Amazon of a woman. And the scary part was she screamed in my ear so loudly that I could not hear on that side. I cannot describe the pitch because, like I said, she was excited. So it was a loud, high-pitched squeal of excitement. And I could not hear out of that ear or in that ear for a day and a half, and it wasn't back fully to normal for 3 days. But the event was available, and I was on my way to Oklahoma City to take care of my baby sister's gravesite, because sometimes you just gotta show up with some clippers and do the job. And there goes all the light. If I turn around a little bit, I get a little bit of light on my face. If I go inside, I lose my signal. But there's more light because of the oil lamp. And we have candles and stuff, but oh well. Oh, what a fun day. The power's been on since either of the teenagers got home from school. And I'm already dropping my phone again. Here we go. There's that, and there's the edge of my hair. And there's really not any glow. There is a tiny bit of glow way off to the west, but not enough that my phone is catching it. I can kind of see an outline around my head, and half of that is this little yard light in a flower pot. And then the half that you just can't make out, that's from the sky. But I can tell it's there, even if it doesn't show. I gotta wonder what they're doing to the load on that generator across the road. Because it just kicked a little noisier. I hope the whole place doesn't devolve into a blackout party, because I generally don't enjoy their music. they generally don't have to suffer through mine. And I like stuff that's a bit funny to me. Maybe get on YouTube and find Butter Makes Your Pants Fall Off. It talks about how eating fats fuels your metabolism and makes you burn visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. And that's by some European fellows who were, they really liked the description of metabolism and the effect that natural fats have on the metabolism. And this guy had a really good, well-delivered description of it. And they took it and made a nice song out of it. And that's funny. And I also like the Cleverleys, and they're pretty funny. And, there's more than one comedy act amongst country music. I'm trying to remember if it's Pinkard and Bowden or Pinkard and Blowden or something. But I Lobster and Never Flounder and Where's the Dress? And things like that. That's just, that's older stuff, but Ray Stevens, Weird Al. Things like that. And then I like some stuff that's pretty dang serious. Pretty cool stuff. Anyone who's been into my playlists might have seen the 1815 in No Man's Land one, Celtic Thunder. And it talks about World War I troops taking a break during the fighting because it was Christmas Day. And somebody sang a Christmas carol, but they were on the other side. They might not have known the words, but they all knew the tune. And I guess it was a young man and sang very well. Had not quite yet ruined his voice doing other things. Yeah, I think I'm getting a few more mosquito bites. I hope my little friend isn't getting any. Hey, buddy. Say hi to the internet. Nope. Okay. It's okay. They can't see you this time anyway. Everybody say hi to Dyson. You don't have to go by a fake name. He's little and cute and mostly blonde. And right now it's so dark and a little bit noisy, but he's probably wondering why I don't just go ahead and go back to bed. It's been a long day. I had a nice workout. I sat on the steps, which was the wrong move for my hip, because at one point I shifted my weight and I was turning to say something. Probably something with a bit of a smarty tone to it. Because why be mouthy when you can be a smart mouth, right? But, that I was shifting and turning and pinched a nerve, so I was not happy. But, yeah, the power is still not up yet. And it is supposed to be in an hour and a half. Oh, I think. Yeah, we're just coming to 9 now. So another hour and a half, and we should have some power. And then all the people who got their smelly generators out will have to put them away. Or leave them set up in case it goes out again overnight. And that's all for now. That's my update. If you're using a generator or an inverter or candles or an oil lamp, be careful, be safe. Grandma loves you and wants you to be safe. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.